Okay, let me just get this a little bit set up more. Move this file right here. Just checking on Discord stuff. All the usual stuff. This here. Just wait. Um, all right. Hey survivors, welcome to another live stream. Today I'm going to be doing a challenge, as probably said on the title. If I go off topic of a topic I have in here, the stream ends. Right now it's safe. It's only until I grab one of these in here, it begins. Okay. So only a few exceptions would be like if my parents call me over, if there's stream lag, or anything like that. That would definitely need me to interrupt. Then yeah. By the way, for noise, just so you know about the types of noises, I'm right next to my kitchen, and also another one is near the living room. So I'm in some usual spots that would have people in it. So yeah. Anyways, just waiting a little bit more. Oh yeah, I'm going to put a stopwatch to see how long I would last in here, like until I go off topic. I guess like this should also be a time attention. I have an attention disorder, which means that like sometimes I might go out of focus. I did take my medication, so um yeah. Uh that was a brief way to show that I have a kind of disorder, inattention disorder, but oh well. Anyways, let's see. So yeah, subscribe, tell me to know, and relatives, go on, join survivors. Okay. So in here is going to be the only thing I'm going to be talking about for this entire thing. If I get out, if I like go off topic on my own or something, that means that's gonna be it. I have water and stuff for it. Yeah. Also, I might mute just a little bit, just in case. But yeah. But I'll try to unmute as soon as possible. A lot of these have something to do with my series, which I don't know, like I feel like I've done before. So hopefully I get something that could be like searched upon or something. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is okay. World 1851. Let me just show that first. Which is I have a picture of some of the worlds, and they have like the numbers. I'm just showing you that it's 1851. This is Spider Evil Hunter, but it's the world. So 1851 is arthropod world. Basically, 1851 was when, like, I believe the year 1851 was the first time apparently, I think it was entomology was discovered. Oh, whoops, I forgot to. Okay. Cyanide. 1851 was when entomology was created or something like that. So with this, the world number has a meaning of being the world with, for arthropods, things like insects and stuff, and like this world's place, 1851's Evil Hunter, the hunter spider. I'm pretty sure that's an actual species, but I can't be too certain. So, first, to go on the topic of this, um, honestly, like I haven't really focused too much on Spider Evil Hunter. I'm going to be calling him that, just so you know of what it's going to be like. And yeah, so it's a species of spot. It would be a rare species of spider, kind of like related to like a black widow, and also like other kind of sort of powerful ones, like also like part tarantula and stuff. Like, okay, and yeah, this spider could make corrupted webbing, which is like even stronger than regular thing of regular spiders, which are stronger than steel, as everyone should probably know. Um, so yeah, even though it's part tarantula, it still has the size of a of about a black widow, so it'd be like probably able to fit in here. So I could possibly be drinking it right now. Like, look. However, it doesn't have camouflage. Um, so yeah, Spider Evil Hunter. It has of course the corrupted webbing. Um, makes them go, which help with the maneuvers and stuff, like a regular spider would, and also like like great venom, like a black widow bite would. And let's see. Oh yeah, also like uh projectile hairs for part tarantula stuff. Um, and yeah, okay, so let's see. Um, so in 1850 in the world 1851, Spider Able Hunter kind of like a regular spider actually, like for the real world actually, minus like the power the better powers of it. Um, yeah, like just trying to like hunt other prey and stuff, kind of like trying to like ease out the ecosystem a bit by eliminating a few prey for its own needs and stuff. So yeah, not too much about this type of evil hunter. Um, so yeah, yeah, but I am not going off topic here because uh, this evil hunter was actually corrupted by this version's Joshua Bride, which isn't even named Joshua Bride. I don't have a picture of it, but this is the aphid. A If you don't know, aphids are like known parasitic um, insect things that actually like um, uh, become parasitic to its host, as in like it harms the host. For this case, the aphid go goes on to be parasized to not just plants as regular aphids would, but also for creatures and stuff. And not only does it like drain their life force, um, they all the aphid could also take the power of them. So yeah, has so they have the aphid has flight, the ability to use like social uh, abilities like almost like pheromones or something for like I don't know like any kind of species if depending on what it does. Um, yeah, but the power absorbing only is effective for let's see for yeah social animals that actually use the powers of social ability, which transitions into Ultra Ant. I'm going to be going back to the aphid, but we're still going with we're going to transition into Ultra Ant. One of my actually, as you know about me and ants, um, I am quite a fan of it. I even have the thing over there, but this is not about the ant farms. Um, this is about Ultra Ant, the last of its kind. Ultra Ant is a shape shifting, morphine uh, ant that who is which is actually Savage Pig's version in alternate version in that world. So Ultra Ant is obviously crazy, um, which is actually good. Well, actually makes sense because they could become like a crazy ant or something, um, which also have toxins or poisons in it that spray out when they feel threatened. It wouldn't really harm too much of humans, but would harm animals, which is terrifying because in World 1851 there are no humans. Uh, well, barely any human interactions or anything, which aren't even focused on. We won't even have any showings of humans. So, yeah. Um, let's see. So Ultra Ant could become any type of ant as well. So it doesn't have to be like a worker or a queen or a flying a late or something. It could become any of those, even like super majors or stuff. So yeah, basically what happened with the Aphid when they created the Apocalypse, which included creating Spider Evil Hunter, uh, would be through like the aphids like swarming plagues on the place. Um, there would be like a major wipeout for many species of arthropods, and that would include like the ultra ant species. So there would be like so ten before there were colonies and colonies of ultra ants until the aphid uh, ran them down by sheer force. So ultra ants were in the world before the aphid apocalypse. Um, so the aphid is obviously like could make an apocalypse, which is plague. I'm pretty which is one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. So that means aphid isn't a horseman. Um, I don't know why I found that funny, but I did anyways. The aphid um with like able to like go into social power stuff with like getting a pheromone empowered uh arthropod. They were able to make aphids and scour the entire place, which created like havoc and everything, which again eliminated many species of things. Some went even into extinction. Um, so yeah, so Spider Evil Hunter, being a spider, would want to go after an aphid. So pretty much just because of hunger and stuff. Um, yeah, pretty, but still has like a bit of a heroic thing with like going after other bad things. So this is technically Ultra Ant's story of things because Ultra Ant is like the main character, even though yeah even though this isn't uh even though Ultra Ant was created after Spider Evil Hunter and the Aphid, I guess. Um, but on that, even though I created Ultra Ant later, Ultra Ant is still very powerful and stuff. Like, could fly, could like create colonies, Yeah, when Ultra Ant is in her queen form, she could produce call many brood, which are temporary, depending if she stays in that form for how long. And yeah, like she could produce more like at a very quick rate compared to like your natural ants for colonies and stuff. So it wouldn't take like months; it would take like seconds, minutes, anything. It especially is faster if it's like a very fast producing known ant species, like a fire ant. So yeah, so the even though like it seems like Ultra Ant could just make more Ultra Ants, that's the only thing she can't produce. Yeah, Ultra Ants could only produce it if they genuinely actually produce with other Ultra Ants. So and Ultra Ant isn't like completely immortal. She still has a few vulnerabilities, like well, let's see. So there's obviously like citrus things. Let's see. Not fall damage. Fall damage doesn't affect any kind of ants. Let's see. So, oh yeah. In her queen form, it would be like like she's always going to be photophobic. She like is like very sensitive to the light and heat. Even the but since there are no humans around, they can't combat that, so they can't bother them and make Ultra Ant just completely get wiped out. So like I can't do anything about it. Like even if I drown them with this water or like freeze them in here. So yeah. Yeah, but still, like with those out of the way, Ultra Anka is the one who tries to defeat the Aphid. Now, again, with the Aphid, let's see. So the Aphid has like could obviously like create their own uh spawns of other aphids and stuff, but they don't last too long. They're more like um they're like the equivalent of having fire ants as like for colony members and stuff. So it's for the main one. So the aphid is the one who leads it all. And yeah, so basically with this um the aphid kind of like destroys like partially like most of the bug world you could, and like obviously that's an apocalypse right there. So um yeah, let's see. So oh, yeah, um let's see. So there's also like also obviously there is plant life stuff that could benefit with like being main shelters and stuff. So the shelter like in rocks, trees, um, smaller plants. Let's see, shrubs, um, and stuff would all be main bases for these individuals. And these individuals um, are, um, would also include like some other bug survivors. Um, Spider Evil Hunter isn't a team uh, members. So if you're thinking about that, since Evil Hunter would be like that, but nope. Spider Evil Hunter is just on its own, like a colony-less spider, and yeah, that's a very bad thing because uh, all these other two Ultra Ant and the Aphid both could have many members, and Ultra Ant isn't completely a good guy. She also kind of goes turns on anybody, like how the life cycle goes, or like not the life cycle, the food web, or showing of Darwinism and stuff with that, in which like the greatest ones will survive, which means that the number, well, I guess the numbers might not be the best thing. Sometimes it will be power. Um, and yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Um, so Ultra N has her underground colony and stuff. Um, has her underground colony and stuff, which are only like temporary tunnels because she's like a loner. She's technically a loner at despite her having like to be able to produce more offspring. Um, those offspring will be gone once she turns into something else. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, and also if like that seems like a clone thing or something, no, they get out of existence, including takes away like if any creature like the aphid or something. Well, actually, the aphid's a bad example. Like, let's say an anteater. I mean, well, I guess anteaters could still be in the world, but this is more in like what would be an urban environment, a suburban environment, maybe. Yeah, yeah, suburban or something. Urban wouldn't make any sense since there are no humans and stuff. Um, Suburban environment, like event or something, would be like um, very intense and stuff. Like it would. So like I'm saying like antlions. Yeah, if antlions trap ultra ants brood or workers, they would once she transforms into like an L8 who could fly to get out of things, uh, whatever amount or whatever form of nutrition the antlion um, eats, it would be gone from it. It's like it never consumed it, but they would still have kind of a memory of it. Think about the bug's life equivalent of intelligence. That would be like the level everyone's on, maybe a little bit higher for Ultra Ant, just a little bit um, because the ant's typical intelligence. She still has her regular intelligence, even if it might vary for other species of ants. Like she would still have the same form of intelligence for them, even if she transforms into something that's very like dumb, something that's like very complex, something that's very like intelligent for things. Like yeah. Um. So basically, yeah, Ultra Ant like can't really just become that like that. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see. So I talked about the aphid before. I talked about how being a bad example for it. So yeah, if the aphid were to like go parasitic on one of the workers, that would consider to be part of Ultra Ant because uh yeah, that's still a part of her. So, but she he won't the aphid won't become able to be like have the strength or abilities of a worker. No, it'll become the queen since Ultra Ant was in her original form. I mean, not in her original form. She would be in her queen form, which would kind of mess up a bit with a little bit of a logic error because they bit. I'll just say bit because I don't know what's the correct term for when a parasite goes onto a host. So yeah, when they bite a um a worker of ultra ants produce, it would become the abilities of a queen because she was already a queen before that, like when that happened. And even if she morphs into something else, the aphid only has the would have the only abilities of a queen of that ant species. Uh, which still means that they could produce offspring and stuff, which is kind of how the aphid was able to make an arthropod apocalypse for having something that could quickly produce offspring. So yeah, the life changing abilities for the aphid would only kind of only is used for a limited time. If the aphid goes and attacks something else, they would only have the ability of that, so it can't like be switched. So it can't be like, oh, like the aphid can't like just switch from being a queen to like something that the aphid already bit, like a like I don't know, like one of those fire evil hunters prey. They can't become a um like a caterpillar or a millipede that has poison. Yeah, they can't become that, and also can't like combine together or anything. So the aphid would just be able to produce offspring until the aphid finds something else that seems interesting for the aphid to use for that time. It's all very much like that, and especially for plants would give the aphid what would usually be what would naturally be for aphids, um, uh, life in extended life for the aphid. That like even the aphid still gets some form of life uh, from extra life from a victim arthropod. So, but um, wa- um, water consuming plants would uh would be more helpful for the aphid. Which, if you're thinking about the aphid, uh, uh, to simplify, uh, if you're thinking about the aphid, that would be very good because obviously plant life is like great. I'm not going to deny that actually. Um, like yeah, again, like water producing, well, not water producing, water consuming plants would be very beneficial since they're all over the place. I mean, it's not like saying that it just needs to be water. Yeah, I mean, like it could go for a cactus, which wouldn't really have that much, but still. Well, actually, no, it would. No, the aphid would still get uh life force from the from a cactus. I'm not I'm not like going on any hate about like cacti who think they don't have that much life in them. Yeah, clearly not. Okay. Uh so yeah, Let's see. So, the time it takes for for probably like regular um like kind of like brood or something for like the aphid would be like probably like a few months or so to like actually produce or something. I'm pretty sure that aphids have actually like pretty short lifespans or something like that. But still, but in this case, in this world, it wouldn't matter about stuff. So yeah, let's see. So let's see. I'm not going off topic because I'm going with Ultra Ant again because Ultra Ant actually does uh have other things other than flight. Let's see. So Ultra Ant, I would like to show you a picture of it, but I can't. But Ultra Ant could actually combine. In fact, her true form is actually a combination between all like a lot of like three, I think, three distinct um ants. Believe the head is a trapjaw ant mixed with a fire with a harvester ant's head. Trapjaw ants mandibles. I mean, so like can jump and stuff. Wings of an elate or a winged queen. Let's see. Which has a pink thing because I wanted to relate it to Savage Pig. I'm pretty sure those are very uncommon or not existent for actual ants. Let's see, and also for their skin, for the exoskeleton skin thing. Let's see, and there's also a huge honeypot ant's abdomen for the back with a with a stinger, which is for like the fire ant. I think I believe that was what it was for. So yeah, so all of those could be combined with Ultra Ant's abilities. So it could be a trap ant that could shoot out, but also could be, but at the same time could be an elite trapjaw ant that could also jump and also fly out of there like a boost stuff. So yeah. Anyways, let's see. So good at that. And then here's another combination, I guess. Ultra ant could also become a turtle ant, which has like a like a big bump thing on her on a ant's head that would be able to block off a entrance to like a to a tunnel that the that a predator would be trying to, but also be able to become a have the abdomen of a crazy ant that could spray the the predator to by a crevice of the opening of Ultra Ant's thing. Many combinations of it, like let's see, could become the queen of a fire ant colony, but also have the strength of a super major by having the giant face and mandibles of it. And let's see. So yeah. Oh yeah. Also, um, the since like since the ant since the produced offspring are ultra ant are produced so quickly, they don't really need food actually. Like they could still eat stuff, but they don't get provided by the queen. The queen is just there. Ultra ant queen is just there to be uh, awaiting uh, like abilities and stuff, which is normal for a regular queen. But this is Ultra Ant. Ultra Ant is a hero, I guess heroine, I guess, of of an arthropod uh, person, that which is great. However, again, uh, like like food and stuff, like that's still a main thing. That's so like there's obviously like some more hunting stuff for just their needs and stuff. Even though it's like possibly be like something like um I don't know, a ladybug that was minding their business or something. Even though like even though ladybugs are aphid destroyers, uh, so could be a hero of some sort. Um, the ladybug could still be eaten alive by the colony of ultra ants because they need food. Um, yeah. Let's see. And then there's also like let's see. Carpenter ants that could eat wood. So like doesn't even they could like destroy like the forms of they could destroy the forms of what ultra ant eats. So ultra ant won't have anything to like produce. I mean, to eat off of to gain more life. Helpful for that, like all of these things for mainly ultra ant. Spider Evil Hunter really doesn't have too much to offer other than like just to minimize the things. Like I guess like just a supporting role of this whole thing, which is good because I feel like in these worlds that I create for these things, they seem the evil hunters or evil huntresses really seem to be the main ones I'm focusing on. So it's a good thing to be focusing on something else. All right. Let's see. So if I don't have my buff on, I wouldn't be able to see that well, uh, which is actually uh, not the case for a for like let's say the eighth because the eighth doesn't work on this. Okay, so let's see. So just a little joke there. Anyways, which is so yeah. Let's see. So let's see. So I guess like I'm gonna continue to talk a little bit more about Spider Evil Hunter, even though he's not too much of a big character in this. I'm just gonna base it off of this thing right here. So let's see. Let's see. So Spider Evil Hunter's webs, uh, with like a with not only like just this cool look of a web, uh, for like things, those are actually more powerful than you think. Like those things actually have like a small bit of corruption in them, which like kind of like kind of produces enough corruption to actually immobilize um, a a form of prey to its knees or something, and this not only with with the powerful venom of evil hunter spider evil hunter, it would it would also have it would also be able to the webs would also be able to be as strong as like any kind of like form of like corrupted weaponry, like the demon sword, let's say. So it would be like and of course it even though this looks kind of thick and stuff, it actually has the same amount of size and stuff of a reg of a regular spider webbing. Okay. So yeah. Let's see. So then let's see. We'll go with that. Say let's see. So Ultron with the uh with the antennae would be able to um to have ultra sensory abilities. These empowered sensory abilities would be are great for this kind of apocalypse because of the numbers of other of like aphids or other creatures like beetles and stuff would possibly even see um, ultra ant as a form of prey, not that big of a deal thing. Although again, ultra ant seems to be pretty much is the most powerful uh, creature over there, competing with the aphid. And with the life draining stuff, obviously this does include uh, this is like heightened. This is heightened parasitism, which means if it was a plant, they would have no chance of survival if it stayed there for like hours. After like a few hours, as I just said, um, they are just deteriorated and they're already destroyed and stuff. Like they just like would be like gone. Like you can't the roots won't be would also be included all that parasitism and stuff. Like if like you were to be like like a drain like a huge draining leech like thing. It's like a height. It's like again even if it's an aphid, it's still like a very powerful aphid that could destroy you in a few hours or so. So glad you're not in that world or something. And so that means that with the small little arthropods, these are still regular sized arthropods. Uh, this is a bit enlarged, but it still has a bit of a. Well, actually, Star Evil Hunter has sort of the flexibility of an octopus, but it kind of varies for a few times. I don't usually go into size too much with characters, which includes like uh all of them. I still like to say enlarged because they're obviously not like as big as I don't know say built a million year ago arthropods like giant dragonflies and stuff. Griffin flies, I think they were called. But anyways, yeah, so they're just dragonflies. But in the world of 1851, in the 1851 world, it would still not be that great still because um, dragonflies are just very fast. They, they would not be that. Bees those are equally as like even though it's even even though this world what we're in, which is actually a combination of worlds um, combined, this world, even though they pretty much narrowed it down to almost near extinction, the bees are actually almost as uh, showing in that world as ants are in this world, like ant colonies and stuff. So yeah, the bees are still fine. So that's what, and there's a lot of vegetation in there. So the aphid is doing fine with lots of life energy, and that also goes with the bugs there. So goes around, and aphid kind of benefits a bit there. So obviously, with that in consideration, the aphid is like go with like no, with an omnivorous diet. Um, they could pretty much like go after after anything really. Um, so yeah. Okay. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah. Like the muffin stuff is not is for like a sweet thing. So like really much anything actually would want to go after my muffins and stuff. Um, even though I want this as a source of food. Yeah. So so now let's go to Spider Eagle Hunter again. So let's see. So yeah. Like any other spider, like sometimes like I've heard of like a golden weave kind of spider. This is kind of like a corrupted version of that kind of golden weave. So it's always in that color, but it's with the with like it being like very thin, like regular spider webbing. Um, it would still be very thin and nearly invisible unless you look at the redness. Which, if you're ultra ant, is very difficult because ants, like just so yeah, ultra ant, just like regular ants, would be unable to see mainly red, which is mainly the color of what Spider Evil Hunter makes. But still going on Spider Evil Hunter. Let's see. Uh, Spider Evil Hunter's webbing production is actually quite much for a uh, for a regular spider with like kind of like like if you've seen like some tarantula nests and stuff, you've seen like their webs maybe with like major blankets of things. That's kind of like the production thing of it, but very much faster than that. And yeah, so yeah, let's see. When it goes like that, we'll do like that. Um. Oh. Oh yeah. So Ultra Ant. Again, like regular ants, did you know they don't just use pheromones to and sniff out uh, trails to communicate and stuff. They also do like a clicking thing. And ultra ant, the ultra ant species actually would have are actually very since like since they can become any form of species of any kind of ant. By the way, the the one form kind of ant colonies are still in this world, just only limited. Like there aren't like the big super colonies like let's say like the Argentine ants. Yeah, those are just a little bit limited because of the apocalypse thing. So so now ultra ant like I just said, um, there's like not only do you have to produce like um, a correct a pheromone form, which Ultra Ant could easily do. They'll also have to apparently make like some confirmation of of a of like a bit of a clicking sound from from an ant. I can't necessarily. I don't entirely know where the uh, the uh, the the clicking sound comes from. But yeah, so they could do it perfectly enough to like be on any kind of pitch for an ant standard. So could be invited to any form of ant colony, just as long as they stay. They just have just as long as Ultra Ant has the same pheromone and also similar sounds of a regular of any other ant that is there. Just has to know like what that sound is and what kind of pheromones those are. And again, um, high heightened antennae will be able to tell what kind of pheromones uh, are being produced to have like regular ants come in and go. And yeah, but as soon as she turns that off, which is uncommon, she's the only one left to say. So she obviously knows how to get away from any colonies that try to start a war. She started many wars but never finished them because she got away too quickly. But for the aphid, uh, against the aphid, she doesn't know how to handle it because uh, the aphid is isn't any ant, so can't really tell if there's like a similar pheromone, and also uh, the aphid can't aphid switches his they his his power to change it into. The he she thing is a little bit um, it's a little bit changeable in this kind of a world, except for Spider Evil Hunter. That's still a male, so can't produce any offspring and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, so yeah, Aphid and Ultra could still become guys and girls. So yeah, especially Ultra Ant because of the ability to morph into any form, I think. Um, which is uh, which is why I'm saying he and she very loosely here. I'll just count. I'll just like go with what comes naturally to me. So, Yefe could like he could naturally just like change like drain drain a life or drain some life out of a of a cockroach, which is also a social animal a bit, um, and especially a prey. Actually, um, they would those kind of pheromones would um, change with the original pheromones that would have like I don't know like started the apocalypse and stuff. But what was done was done. So any kind of aphid that were produced during the first wave of the aphids apocalypse could give the aphid the strength to produce a few more. These aphids are actually like just hosts of corruption. This is how Spider Launcher was made. So one went rogue and actually produced one that would actually be helpful and stuff. Pretty much, uh, the one the predators that seemed like a major threat were very much taken care of, and like had the biggest swarms of corrupted aphids to go after them. So like actual huntsman spiders, actual tarantulas, and actual widows were the main targets of destruction. Luckily, like there was enough power in one corrupted aphid to reduce Spider Evil Hunter, and that was from like a regular Black Widow, changing the Widow symbol into an E, a red E there, then doing the rest of the stuff to produce like Spider Evil Hunters combined a species of it. Obviously, it was male, so it can't be further produced into more Spider Evil Hunters, or I should say Spider Huntresses. So, uh, and not a great of a choice, but still a choice nonetheless of defeating it just slowly. Uh, oh yeah. Also, I guess like Spider Evil Hunter. It seems like I might be saying that Spider Evil Hunter might just be staying in one place with his web, but Spider Evil Hunter actually is nomadic and stuff, or like just doesn't stay in one place and stuff. Um, and like like goes like enough distances for like any kind of any form of arthropod. And since this is not a colony, ant, not ant, spider species, especially that this is the only species of it, since the others are wiped out. Um, they don't need anything to hold them back, which is bad again because lots of groups of things, social and insects and other arthropods are reigning supreme on these. I'm saying arthropods, but I'm pretty sure that there are also some worms. Yeah, there are worms. Eh, but worms are not like any form of food or something. There aren't too many mammals or birds too much. But there's just a small bit of it, and because of the apocalypse, like even less like what I think like birds and like and other kind of creatures were kind of eliminated like during the start through pure corruption uh, aphids. Um, because those ones definitely needed the power to eliminate large large predators that would easily destroy them. Humans would not change a chance because of how long um because of how much time it took now, and now that time is probably over. So now humans again would just be instantly drained by a blood sucking um, aphid or something, or just the aphid. Um, and yeah, so let's see. So there's also like so again, this world is like kind of in a suburban valley kind of thing, kind of like my place, I guess. I based off of there. Um, so like there are mainly other things into consideration, like uh like water life that would that would avoid the apocalypse drainage. Uh, a few intelligent boosts later for the aphid production. Yes, the power of intelligence would be effective onto the aphid, but not to Ultranians. Um, Made it so like there were also the uh the ability to like have like ability to remember about things. Like there were, I'm pretty sure like there are a few bugs that like even if they're not known to us, there's probably one bug that could have the ability to remember things very uh like like close. So there was enough to remember uh, of of a of a water bug that was able to be combined because the aphid still has their uh, the aphid still has their default powers, you could say default powers of like life draining and stuff. Just no like offspring production. So so the aphid went with a with a with a water bug uh, to take out the sea life, the water life of things. I'm not saying sea life because this is mainly in the suburban valley, but the rest of the world has dealt with it. Other aphids have the aphids that go farther than the valley have their own evil intentions, which have wiped out most of that population. Still has a few remaining, but they still are go on their own. That's for a different story that I need to think of. But not on that because we're still focusing on the suburban valley aphid, the one that started it all. So yeah, um so yeah, water life and stuff are gone. The aphid obviously could crawl into like into the underground and stuff. This aphid could fly as well, so could also like fly out of there easily. Like so, all the burrowing animals and stuff, uh, taken care of and things. And yeah, let's see. So yeah, we we basically just want to say that this place has like lots of predators, lots of prey, lots of everything. Like like barely or any humans to like affect it. There was some human civilization that went to our level, but they got destroyed by unknown means. But everything, but since it's been so long, all the forms of food and resources have been demolished because of of natural causes and life force smaller life forms, especially the arthropods, taking over, which makes it so everything is like destroyed and stuff. And yeah, let's see. So so yeah, so barely too many like higher than bug level intelligence and stuff. Even though I did say it was bug life level, um, still not too much like that. Let's see. the ability of let's see. So okay, so I said about pheromones. Um, so yeah. With like enough experience, Ultra Ant. Going back to Ultra Ant, since I talked so much about the aphid, um, has been saying about Ultra Ant can't be fooled by other faker faker um uh pheromone makers like like a clueless rival ant colony like they know the Ultra Ant knows that that's a fake one that because well the aphid is I mean the Ultra Ant is it's just going to be a an alert and see if it dies or like gets goes away or something. So yeah, this kind of things kind of these kind of things kind of happen, which again through experience of knowing that the offspring that she produced as a queen would go away, and so would be the unique kind of pheromones which can't be traced due to enhanced uh, antennae, which could clearly tell what's a faker. Um, so even if it's like very close, it could even be changed by her. So yeah, um, very much not like see about like how it would how how brutal the world would be like when once one human goes in there or two, and like even though they're still the normal sizes, they can't be because everything kind of goes so fast uh, compared to real world bug production. It kind of gets out of hand and gets away, and you would be a goner. So yeah, let's see. Um, let's see. So so let's see. So we're going back to Spider Evil Hunter. Okay, so Spider Evil Hunter. Let's see. What could I say about Spider Evil Hunter? Oh yeah. If you know about the Sobo, and that could like power up a regular arrow. Um, this is kind of like the same with the tarantula like hairs for Spider Evil Hunter. Um, so Spider Evil Hunter could as like a defensive maneuver could produce charged up tarantula hairs that which kind of makes it the so like anything that tries to interfere with Spider Evil Hunter would be pretty much impaled with so much like no exoskeleton could could uh could be okay with it. So yeah, so yeah, like even something like I don't know, like a fully grown like a very mature, fully grown adult rhino beetle will be vulnerable if they went if the rhino beetle went to to spider evil hunter. It would break through the horn. Oh yeah, this is male. Um, um the male's horn, and then like um would like go. It would easily go into the bait of like a nearly invisible web, which is also painful and would neutralize it. And yeah, so let's see. So yeah, so yeah, uh, so Spider Evil Hunter has like amazing spells, some good trapping abilities, um, uh, could could defend for himself if the like even if the I'm not saying like the like it takes some time for another blast of um hairs for Spider Evil Hunter. That's kind of a little bit of a thing, but it's still a little bit faster than a regular spider's abilities to like molt or something. He doesn't. Spider Evil Hunter doesn't molt too much, by the way. Just like still a regular pace as that, but that's still like something to consider about like other parts of it. Still, uh, not too much on like regular like physical defense, like without the hairs and stuff like that would be like fighting a regular tarantula skin against battle. Still like it's a decent amount of defense, but not enough to survive too much into the apocalypse. That's why there's other defensive mechanisms on that are put on Spider Evil Hunter. The rogue did a good job with that one, and yeah. Um. So yeah. Let's see. Trying to go with some things here. Um. Let's see. So, social animals are like a buffet for Spider Evil Hunter of their because of his amazing um agility and stuff. Like it's basically like a jumping spiders. It has the jumping spiders uh, equivalent of it, and that's a lot. Like it even includes like the regular body size, which is still like about the size of a spider, but again, size varies a bit. And yeah, so like if like a colony of other things, like I guess like if Ultra Ant's colony were to be around, um, obviously I guess like protecting Ultra Ant because of her intelligence to knowing about Spider Evil Hunter. Would have like several of her workers to be feasted upon from Spider Evil Hunter, but that would be nothing because of a switch around and stuff. So regular colonies, but still regular colonies would still be buffets and stuff. As long as there's like a queen like protected and stuff, like there's still like something with that. But hence like size being a little bit irrelevant for these times. Um, Spider Evil Hunter could still uh, go into the tunnels and stuff. So yeah, if not, like I'm pretty sure that some spiders could actually like dig into burrows or find enough crevices to actually burrow enough. Like this is like an alpha kind of spider. So like certain abilities of a spider would still be would kind of be active. So yeah. Um, um, so yeah, like uh, let's see. Let's see. Let's go back to the aphid. Okay. So obviously they could like the aphid can't really be stopped because of the can't really have like too many weaknesses. Like for one, like the aphid can't like like be trapped or something because of like still having like a bit of a pheromone thing. You could still like go with a company or something, even if it's like a completely like airtight thing. There's still this is still like an ant. Like this is still like where ants have highest intelligence. Primates have been very much this like gone down and like including with intelligence stuff. So that would mean like ants and stuff. Other social animals would be most intelligent. That's not saying. I'm pretty sure there's still some decently normal um, um, arthropods there, but that's where it is. And yeah. Uh, um, let's see. So then there's also oh darn it, I ran out. Yeah, I think it just went off. Yeah, I certainly went off topic there. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to leave. An hour 13. An hour 13 minutes 58 seconds, and yeah, so an hour an hour 13 minutes and 58 seconds is how is was the time from when I went on topic. So yeah, let me just show you a bit. Yeah, so that's the time of like when I went off topic. So yeah. Anyways, goodbye. Subscribe to me know and relatives and relatives. Comment if you want to see more of this. So yeah. Bye.